Hello class. Till here we have completed the construction and working of conventional battery ignition system. Now in this video we will see what are the three phases of ignition. Okay, so there are basically three phases of ignition we have to need to be consider need to be complete, such as a ionization, arc formation, and arc suspension. Okay, so we know there is a spark plug is present at each cylinder in order to generate the spark. Okay, so spark consists of two electrode. One is the positive electrode and the negative electrode. The positive electrode is located at the center of the spark plug, and the negative electrode is coming from the body of the spark plug and passing across the or passing from behind the positive electrode. Okay, and our voltage induced in the secondary winding supposed to convey to the second central electrode, that is positive electrode of the spark plug. So all the voltage that is developed into the secondary winding about to 21,000 volt are supposed to enter into the positive electrode, and it start to jump across this two end, or this it start jump across this air gap. Okay, so inside the combustion chamber there is a air and fuel mixture is present. So the spark supposed to jump across this two gap, or the gap between these two electrode, through medium called as a air and fuel mixture. Okay, so we know the air and fuel mixture is non-conductive. So then how it possible to jump this charge from positive to the negative electrode through this non-conducting medium? We have to make first of all ionization of the non-conducting medium present in between these two tip of electrode, in between this gap of the electrode. So whatever the charge present in between this air gap, that should be first of all ionized. Then and then only the non-conducting medium or non-conducting molecule may be a to be become a conductor of the charge. So as we know, there is a high pressure is developed inside the compression chamber. Okay, so the velocity of that um molecule, those molecule of air and fuel medium is very high due to high compression. It come in between this two electrode and supposed to move in the next second only or next millisecond only. So what is our uh, what thing we have to do here, that we have to charge that passing molecule in between these two electrode gap, and make ready that molecule to transfer the charge at that speed only. So for that purpose we require too much high voltage for the ionization. That's why we are requiring a high, that much, that 21,000 volt for inside the combustion chamber to make a ionization. So for example, out of this 21,000, suppose we will do here. Okay, out of this 21,000, 10,000 volt, 10,000 volt get used just for the ionization of the charge present in between this two electrode air gap. So as soon as that uh, charge get ionized in between these two electrode air gap, those charge or those molecule become a charge carrier. Okay, those molecule become a charge carrier, and they are responsible to jump or give a path to jump remaining charge of what, 11,000. 21,000 out of 21,000, 10,000 is consumed. So now they are responsible to make a path for passing 11,000 charge in between this electrode air gap. Now out of this 11,000 are responsible, out of this 11,000, suppose 5000 charge, 5000 amount of charge are consumed to jump. Okay, so from this 11,000, 5,000 is minus, how much is left? 6,000. So this 6,000 is used to sustain the developed arc for seconds. Okay, we are using this remaining 6,000 old charge to maintain a visible arc inside the combustion chamber for a second, and otherwise it will, like, the spark is initiated and it get disappear within a fraction in that much faster. So charge not responsible, or charge not get prepared, that air filled charge not get prepared to have a self ignition point. Okay, or to initiation of the nucleus of self propagating nucleus. Okay, so I mean to say, if we are making a spark inside the combustion chamber and disappearing that spark within a next milliseconds, okay, or lesser than that, then what will happen? The spark developed due to in that much small time is not sufficient to initiate a self-propagating nucleus in the air fuel molecule. So flame will not be generated, or ignition will not be produced. Okay, so first thing we have to make a ionization. What is ionization? Form generate a charge carrier. Okay, forms or generate a charge carrier. That is, for that purpose we are utilize 10,000 old out of the 21,000 old. Okay, from this 10,000 old we have form a charge carrier. Okay, once those charge carrier is formed, remaining is 11,000. Out of this 11,000, 5,000 old is used to make a arc formation, and remaining 6,000 are used to arc suspension for a second. So in that way we are overall required a 21,000 old of supply across the two electrode of the spark plug. Okay, so this is the way we are doing a ignition, or the phases of ignition we are completing inside the combustion chamber at that much high compression pressure. So this is the answer for the question, like why we require that much high amount of voltage across the spark plug. Okay, why not we directly convey the 12 volt supply, or 12 volt current across the spark plug, because we have seen whenever we are shorting this two terminal in atmosphere, it's supposed to spark, the spark supposed to generate across the battery, but it is possible at 1 atmospheric pressure. It is possible in a 1 atmospheric pressure. Whenever I am talking about 1 atmospheric is near about 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Okay, but here we are, or we can say it is 1 bar. Okay, so one, it is happening at the 1 bar, but inside the combustion chamber during the compression it is about to 20 bar pressure, 20 to 30 bar pressure. It is too much pressure as compared to our atmospheric pressure. So to make a spark at that much pressure, 20 to 30 bar pressure, if you make a arc, sustain arc for second, we require 21,000 volt just for to complete those phases, that is ionization, arc formation, and the arc suspension. Okay, so here we have completed the three phases of the ignition also. Hope you will understand all those things till here. If you feel any difficulty to understand any concept, please ask me on our Google Classroom.